After 100 years, Woolworths closed. 27,000 members of staff were made unemployed.
That was through a friend of mine called Steve. He knew Dave really well and basically got me the interview with Dave, and that was it. Really went from there. Really just did the interview and got the job.
It's just over a year, not that long. I was at HMV before, and then I started at Woolworths in, when was that? September 2007, and obviously up until January the 2nd when they kicked us out and closed down. So just over a year.
Yeah, that's the thing. We weren't made aware at all. It was just basically. I mean, we were told it could happen. Yeah, it could be coming, but at the same time, no one actually said that it's definitely going to happen. And then, yeah, basically to the last day, like they were still kind of hoping it would be. Someone would buy them out, but they didn't. And yeah, so.
Well, there was talk about it for about a month before. I think it was about a month before it shut. But we, each day you come in and you talk to the manager and you hear things on the news and stuff, and you talk to him and you ask him questions and that. But obviously, he doesn't want you to start thinking negatively about your job and stuff. So he was saying to us don't worry about it. It'll be fine. It's just like a publicity thing, or it's like blatant lies, as it turned out. Obviously, in the end, but until we really knew, I think it was only about a week or so. It wasn't that long until we actually got a proper date, because they said to us all the time, we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. Someone such and such is going to buy us out, or something will happen to save us. But in the end, obviously, it didn't. So it was probably only about a week until we got a proper date. And yeah, it was pretty mad. For that whole month, it was crazy.
I've been here 3 years. Yeah. And I've always had a good business until Woolworths closed.
Yes, because you could go into one shop and get most of what you wanted instead of going to 4 or 5 different shops.
Rob and Steve are currently in a band called Betamax.
And yeah, it has and it hasn't. Touch wood, I guess because the band is all of our priorities. We've all got other things to spend money on, but we tend to put everything we've got into the band anyway. But yeah, at times, it's sort of lending a bit of money here and there, week by week. But it's the Christmas period, sort of leading up to when it closed down, was tense because they didn't know whether they were going to lose their jobs or not. I guess everybody knew they were going to lose their jobs. It was a question of when. If I remember rightly, Rob said that he didn't actually find out until the last day that he was actually going.
It's like the end of an era, really.
Nowhere to get cheap sweets anymore. Betamax before the cinema.
Toys. Even though I'm too old for the toys, you just go and have a look. Be like, I want that one. Never know.
Pretty reasonable prices and things you didn't see in other stores. It's quite convenient. Staff are very friendly.
Oh, blimey. Substantially longer than a year, since I was 16. So you want a number, right? It's gonna make me feel really old. But I'd say, about 16, 17 years now. So long time.
My dad got me a guitar, like an acoustic guitar, that's when I met my friend at school. He taught me how to play a bar chord. That was it. It was like, right, you're right now. Yeah. You learnt a bar chord, you can do anything. Once you learn a bar chord, you can play every chord, just rubbish, but you can play every chord. So yeah.
Can you show us it?
Yeah, bar chord. Okay. Yeah, basically it's just when you put. It's a rudimentary way, because that's the way to play a bar chord properly, but the rudimentary way is just to put just cover it with one finger there and put one finger there and just play it like that. And that's just basically, and he showed, because once you can play a bar chord, you can go right up the scale and down the scale. So basically I learned how to play a bar chord, and that was it. I could just play just all these little basic songs with a guitar and tune. And then that was it. That was right there. That was every Status Quo song ever.
As we are now, I think 5, 6 years, something like that. Me and Steve used to play together in a band from college. 90 something onwards, 93, 94. We were in another band. We split up 96, 97, I think.
We went on to form a second band called Amoeba. It was another three-piece while we were at college.
And then me and Rob started playing together in his old band. Booted his drummer out and got Steve in about 2003, I think.
We are, yeah. September was the last one, I think. So it's not quite a year, but it's been a while. But I had a car crash in December and haven't really played since then. We didn't rehearse for about 2 months. Yeah, so we're only just getting back into it now.
No, well, we kept playing. Playing solidly. We'd hidden in Tottenham in a basement for the past year, just playing every week. So no, we're tight still. Just
10 song set to make. We've only got half an hour.
Yeah.
Hello, we're Betamax. Hello. And so
Stuff, etc. We are defunct video format.